Hey there! So, recently The Fault in Our Stars came out, and I figured that would give me a good excuse to talk about this. So here's the first installment of Bree's a Horrible Person, or Bree Facts, whichever you want to call it. I really don't care, it's your choice. So let's talk about romantic gestures. I think I'm the only person that I know that absolutely despises romantic gestures. I don't know, I guess I'm weird, I just don't really like them. Like, someone can do something so sweet and completely romantic, and I'll just sit there like, this is ridiculous. And I don't know, I'll just tear it down in a horrible, horrible way, and I'm a terrible person for it. And I'm sorry for everyone I've done that to. Let's talk about some of the romantic gestures that happened to me. So I was in the 6th grade, and I was dating this guy who was in the 5th grade, so 11 and 10 years old respectively. I think the most risque thing we did was I kissed his cheek. Didn't hold his hand, didn't spend much time with him. I mean, we went to the same daycare, but that was about it. But since we were dating, I invited him to the school dance for Valentine's Day. I think my dad told me I should do it, so I don't think I was planning to go because I don't really like dances. When it comes to like things where you dance at, I'm that person on the wall. Actually, now that I'm old enough, I'm that person at the bar just chilling. I don't dance. You will not find me on the dance floor whatsoever, unless of course someone drags me to it. Other than that, not doing it. So we get to the school, because it's a school dance. Don't know if I mentioned that or not. And his mom's there, and he has this big heart of assorted chocolates. For one, I don't like assorted chocolates. I don't know. I just like chocolate, but not a lot, because chocolate doesn't really like me. Sad face. So he gets me, it's like a pound of chocolate, and I'm just staring at it, and my dad's like, "Manners, great." And I was just like, "Oh, thanks, I guess." Then I handed it to my dad, and I was like, "If you want it, you can have it." But I kept the box, and I think I kept it because I forgot about it, and I found it in high school, and I was just like, "Devin, you will not believe what I just found." And I had a good laugh. Sorry if things are a little off. My camera fell. Oops. So recently I was dating this guy. I would even go as far as to say I loved him. He was like the first real relationship I ever had. Sorry, exes. So anyway, he calls me one day and he's like, "Bree, when's your birthday?" I've told him 50 times by this time. But I tell him, he's like, "What's your birthstone? Isn't it peridot? Do you like it?" But I tell him it's peridot, and that's not my favorite. So then he asks, "What's your favorite stone then?" So I tell him onyx. And then he asks, "Gold or silver?" Ugh. More criticism about him not paying attention, and me answering with silver. Then I say, "What is all this for?" "I'm going to write you a poem." I laughed and responded with something along the lines of, "That's stupid," because if you remember, I don't like poetry. But he didn't write me a poem. He actually lives in Chicago, and there's a thing called the Miracle Mile, I think. Am I getting this right? The Miracle Mile. It's like this awesome mile of amazing shops. And he goes and picks out the most beautiful pendant I've ever seen. It's actually my favorite piece of jewelry. It's set in the silver that a meteor fell into the silver line. It's onyx, and it's got a moonstone above it. That's it. It's my little... That's it. I think that's all the romantic gestures that ever came out of romantic relationships. I don't know. One boyfriend told me, "Let's go to Colombia," and I ended up paying for his food. And we went to Arby's, of all places. We had an Arby's like 2 minutes away from my house. Oh, and I had one guy tell me he was going to write me a song. It never happened, but the moment he told me he was going to write me a song, I said I appreciated it, said I liked it, then I went to my dad and told him while laughing. Sorry about that too. I guess it's just confessions video. My bad. I can't even watch romantic movies, like even romantic comedies. I'll just tear it apart. I'm like, that doesn't happen. That's ridiculous. Why are you falling for this? This is probably the worst person to watch movies with. But I did like The Vow, and I think I like that one so much because of Rachel McAdams, and I can't hate anything she's in. She's like my Hollywood crush. Hi, Rachel. I wish you were watching this. Oh, I think I'd be so excited. I'd cry a little. That would be the moment that I cried a little. When Rachel McAdams comments on my videos. Even when friends do romantic gestures, I'm just like, Two of my really close friends had me over to their place in Kentucky. They got me a plethora of things for Valentine's Day. He got me this, which glows in the dark. She saw me eyeballing this, because I like mustaches. I'm a big fan of mustaches, so when she saw me eyeballing this and she was like, you want it? And I was like, no. She put it in the cart anyway. I got 3 hats. I love hats. I collect hats. They're my favorite of all times. And I'll show you them right now. This came from her. It's Jack Skellington. You can't go wrong with Jack Skellington. I mean, it's like a little fuzzy hat. You can't tell, but it's so soft. And I can just like snap it. And it keeps my ears warm, which I love in the winter because I don't like cold. This one and the next one's from Wolf's Rain. It's one of my favorite animes because it involves a wolf. It even has the little symbol right here that you can't really see. This is either Hige or Tubaway. I can't remember. It's one of the brown ones. I loved it. It's too big for my head, but that's okay. Camera fell again, so things are all changed. That's why. Camera's falling a lot today. My tripod's messing up. I'm sorry. And then there's this one. This is the main character. Kiba? Is that his name? I've been watching like forever, which tells you how bad of a fan I am. And then I got a bunch of candy, which was great, and I also got her, it's my pillow pet. I sleep with this thing like all the time. It's a better pet than it is pillow. Her name's Elle, E-L-L-E, because I got it from Lee and Lindsay. They both start with L's, so I figured why not. Did I say I got candy? Because I got like a butt ton of candy. I actually left some of it there, and I felt bad afterwards because I really wanted it. And yeah, it was like a big box of Fun Dip, and I absolutely love Fun Dip, and like a pound of M&Ms. I love M&Ms, specifically peanut M&Ms, so when they got me that, I was just like, oh. So yeah, that's me. Guess I just don't like being spoiled for holidays. I don't know. I mean, it happens. I don't complain when it's happening, but afterwards I feel bad. I'm just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have taken all this stuff. So yeah, subscribe, see funny weirdness of me doing nothing but sitting in my dorm room talking to you. Because if you do subscribe, I'll give you a video every week. You wouldn't want that. Some mindless entertainment. Just have it on in the background while you do whatever else. And I'll try not to talk with my hands anymore, just in case that's distracting. Okay, bye now.